Next one's from Kong Shower. No place for Moxley. Hey guys, I was listening to Cornette this morning. He was talking about the return of Moxley. I don't expect you to play the clip because it's 19 minutes, but what I am interested in is your take on something that Cornette said. Is Moxley about to get lost in the shuffle? Cornette rightfully states that AEW's main event / upper mid-card scene is already packed with Page, Punk, MJF, Danielson, Cody, Omega, and many others. Is there a chance that Moxley could get lost in the shuffle? It really seems like AEW have made the mistake that WCW made in 98. A lot of great names on paper, but then how do you make that into a TV show? Hope you're doing well, Konnan. I would say...
Do you want to answer this first, Konnan?
Yeah.
This is what I would say. I usually agree with most of what Cornette says, but I would disagree with him here. I really think there's room for Moxley in that top mix, and he's one of those guys, and Disco know exactly what I'm talking about as a former booker, that you'll always find something for him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys you got to take care of for different reasons, whether it's how much they're getting paid, because their name value, whatever. Mox is one of those guys. Bro, he's like their top babyface right now. He's very important.
Yeah, he's very popular, and he just came back. And if anything, you know, he hasn't really stuffed his way into the main event scene. Once he lost the belt, he was kind of teaming with Eddie and doing different feuds. And so I don't think it's necessary to have him as your top guy, but there's always going to be a place for him because of the reaction he gets. And
I'm gonna
facial recognition and all that.
I'm going to be an outlier here. Okay, first of all, there is let's talk about the way AEW books their show, right? Okay, when you look at it like a wrestling card or like a wrestling company, Konnan, we've got somebody right here. We have a perfect example. Konnan is the booker AAA. Konnan, who do you consider your quote unquote main eventers? Like, who are your main eventers? Like, and how many guys are main eventers? Like when I'm talking about like main eventers, like right now. You know, you probably have guys that probably have been main eventers, but right now they're on the main event scene. When I think about the main event, I think about like the top two angles on the show with like it's the A plus main event angle and the A minus main event angle. Like the A plus is usually like with the champion, you know, the heavyweight champion's involved, and the next one is like a very heated feud with notable guys, possibly over a belt too. Yeah. Right, and it's like it's an elevator, right?
That's a good question.
Here's the problem with AEW, bro. Look at the guys they've used in main events on their shows,
especially
like Daniel Garcia,
especially Rampage.
You know, Dante Martin, but bro, they've used everybody. Even on AEW, they had the street fight with the
Best
Butcher
Friends.
and the Blade against it, right?
Oh yeah, QT and Dustin were in a street fight.
You look at the shuffle, bro. Their main event. Like guys there's like 25 guys that they position as paid wrestlers that can wrestle in the main event. That's way too much. It's like that's one thing that they haven't done properly is take guys and elevated them out of this cluster of talent, and they just have not done that with anybody. Because look at the main events on their show. One week it's Darby and Sting against the 2.0. You know, the next week it's Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega or versus what's his name, Adam Page. Then the week after that it's Dante Martin and so the private party guys or private party guys against Sting and Darby. And it's like, you know, there's no real cohesion in like, okay, what is your main event angle? Like, what is the most important character? Who are the top guys on this show? And it's like, you know, so I would say Moxley is absolutely in that conversation because they get a million of them.
And he's going to be feuding with Bryan. Bryan's on one of the top heels, you know.
Right. So. Konnan, do you agree with what I just said there?
Yeah. To a certain extent, I do. I think in their eyes, they're like, oh, let's try to give everybody a rub and give everybody a chance. But I wouldn't do it that way.
In their eyes, I think they look at it as like, if guys can have a good match, they can be in the main event.
Yeah, and that's
right.
Right. But that's not how I look at it. But obviously, that's how they see it. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And to answer your question, I have like 6 to 7 top guys.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And my main events, and they're always in the main event. You have to. It's almost like you have to work yourself to get into the main event. You know what I'm saying?
And you can take you can keep those top 6 guys shuffled in, but take that 7th guy and flirt with him as like, okay, who's the top of the mid card right now, ready to see, and then who's the guy that he can feud with at the top of the card. Right. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like, and that's how it works. But and it's like you have like you said, you have 6 top guys. There's one connecting guy between the top of the card, mid card. Then you have the mid card guys. You know, fine. But like I said, AEW was like those 2 groups are all just one big giant group. You know, so it's like whatever. All right.